Honolulu Highway. Neighbor Island community is looking good as well, so let's send it back to Reid in the studio for your morning's news.
Thank you, Tyzo. This morning, a big sweep for Democrats. The ballots are in, showing decisive victories and many key races across the country. Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington, tracking it all.
All right, ready?
Yeah, here we go. There you go.
Oh, let's go! I'm gonna send it back to you guys. Let's go, UH.
Let's go.
I think we just saw Reid live one of his dreams right there, getting a pass from Timmy Chang. Wow. Awesome.
Well, he might have some eligibility.
Yes, he might have some eligibility left. But
for
again,
sure. He caught it with one hand too, and the mic in the other.
Yes.
I know.
Talent.
Television gold right there.
Time now for your Island Sports update. Overnight, the Florida Gators claiming the national championship in dramatic fashion, topping the Houston Cougars 65-63 to win their third national championship. Houston in control for almost the entire game, building a 12-point lead in the second half, but Florida not ready to throw in the towel. The Gators fighting back, and with 46 seconds left on the clock, taking their first lead since the opening minutes, holding on to claim the title. The game bringing March Madness to a close just a day after the UConn women's basketball team claimed their 12th national championship.
Oh, look, they're so good.
Are we hearing, is Reid still doing his dance? Are we hearing it from the director? Wow.
Is it the gritty? What's he got going?
This is the Fowler. He's doing his emo.
Carly, I got to ask you, are you judging Reid's touchdown dance? What would you give the...
We didn't see that coming. Tahiti. Plot twist.
Tahiti in the mix. My gosh.
All right. Nice job out there, Reid.
Right now, we're at Fort Weaver Road, about half a mile past Campbell High School, where this fire happened around 6:30 last night. Now, it was under control at around 7:30. A little after 7:30, the fire was extinguished. But again,
In the Big West Conference, you can catch them on the field on ESPN Plus starting at 3 p.m. Hawaii time.
they are ready to strike for the next 5 days across the continent in places like California, obviously here in Hawaii. That's a collection of 45 to 46,000 workers who are collectively striking for better pay, for better working requirements. And right here, we're on the front line, like you mentioned.
All right, thank you, Ty. So now to the fiery plane crash in Louisville. At least 7 people killed, including 4 people on the ground. Local schools closed today because of a shelter-in-place order. We warn you, some images are disturbing. Molalengi has the details.
Now, we just passed Lelepaua, the Daniel K. Inouye stop here on Skyline 2, and we just experienced the S-curve, a huge feat in engineering when you talk about the highest point, also the lowest point at Lagoon Stop. But enough from me and my nerding out here on Skyline.
A huge win in Game 4 against the Phillies. Phillies struck first in the 7th on a Nick Castellanos double, but LA tied it up and forced extras in the 11th with the bases jacked and 2 outs. Andy Paez hit. And new this morning, a sports betting scandal is making headlines that involves one of the NBA's top free agents. This morning, basketball star Malik Beasley is at the center of a federal investigation. Sources say a sports book detected unusual heavy betting interest on Beasley's statistics beginning around January 2024 when he was playing for the Milwaukee Bucks.
You can obviously see the beautiful sights behind me at Aulani's Beach and Lagoon. I'm going to welcome in Sean Daly, the Marine Operations Manager at Citizens of the Reef.
Economists say these are the highest tariffs America has seen since the early 1900s, and they're projected to impact prices on everything from groceries to cars. Overnight, markets were already reacting sharply after President Trump announces sweeping 10% tariffs on nearly all imports, covering more than 180 countries.
Well, windy conditions out here on the west side. Around 1:15 last night, officials did take off that evacuation notice for the residents, so no issues there in terms of getting back home like you guys are mentioning. It's the Play 60 initiative with the NFL, but that PALS program here in Maui is extremely important. This provides affordable summer care for working families across the island, and for many, this is the only structured program that they have, so it's so important.
Yes to small business.
Behind me on Kamehameha Highway sits cafes, thrift shops, and smiling faces. But this community and this place wasn't always so welcoming, plagued with crime and neglect. Surfing the Nations moved in and built a model that's inspiring communities worldwide. Investing in the community allows them to feed thousands each week. This morning, many questions remain over how business owners and families will feel those impacts. Be sure to stick with us here at Island News as we continue to track the latest on Trump's tariffs. Creativity, parenthood, and a passion for Hawaii. Alex and Sarah Kawakami have woven it all into their children's clothing brand, Alikaleo Park. Now, the UH football team is on the road this week, heading to Arizona for their first away game of the season. Yesterday morning, the Warriors received a spirited send-off before boarding their flight. It's part of a new tradition where all UH teams will get a send-off before their first road trip of the year. The 10% cuts are nationwide. Now, here in Hawaii, that amounts to about 20, right? We see 200 flights or so coming in or out of Hawaii, so that's going to account for about 20 flights being affected starting today. Now, the FAA says these cuts are meant to be temporary, but because of security and safety reasons, they're meant to ease the strain on air traffic controllers who've been working without pay since October 14th under the ongoing federal shutdown. While